Yo, you're listening to a podcast on my show, The Royal Flush. Check it out Friday nights at 10 o'clock p.m. Central on the Get Global Network. Yes, sir.
You ain't on my level, best believe. No. You ain't on my level, best believe. Never, ever. You ain't on my level, best believe. You ain't on my level, best believe. Yeah. You ain't on my level, best believe. I told him, man. You ain't on my level, best believe. They gotta go a few flights up to get to where I be. What's up, Mercury?
Yo, what's up? It's your man James of Fiddle, a.k.a. Fresh Prince to the South. Y'all know how I do. It's been a minute, but I'm back now on the Royal Flush. For all my listeners, this is Yessurr-FM, associated with Soul Metro Radio. And I got a guest today, one of my partners in crime, my homies from back in the day. You know what I mean? K-green. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hanging out, man. Happy to be here, man. I appreciate you inviting me on the show today.
We chilling, man. It's long overdue, man. We've been talking about it. You know, the podcast has been going on for about, a few months now. So we've been in and out, of course, working. So been on the hiatus, but we back at it, man. And I just want to let people know who you are and what you do. Of course, I know that already, but, forming one half of For the Green, one of my partners here, man. So just trying to elaborate a little bit, man, on who you are to the people, to the listeners.
Oh, man, I'm just a nobody, man. I just, produce a little bit of music and,
He's humble.
No, man, you know what I'm saying? I just produce music, man. I try and get in where I fit in, man. I try to be that guy that wherever I see a weakness, I try to be the strength. Like, if we need videos, I'm that kind of guy that's going to learn how to do that and kind of get in there and get in where I fit in, man. I just feel like I'm a building block to any place that I go to.
What's up, man? Let me elaborate on that, man. I feel like you are a two-headed monster, man, with everything that you do, man. All the talent that you have that I've seen you produce, as far as animated film series that you got in the works, I don't know if you want me to throw that out there, but, he does that.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Agent 979, y'all check that out, y'all, on the YouTube page, right? K-Green on YouTube. What's the YouTube page?
It is, my YouTube page is Agent 979 Cartoon.
Word.
Yeah, just YouTube and Agent 979 Cartoon. You'll find me.
Dope. And it's kind of innovation right now, too. You kind of reintroduce the series as well, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I'm like kind of, I can't wait for everyone to see it. But, like, yeah, I've been kind of on a hiatus for about a year and a half just building the cartoon. Yeah. I in the middle of it, I realized I needed to start over and, like, introduce the characters and give people some kind of connection to what I was doing. Like, I couldn't just, bam, here they are, and you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, most definitely. I was gonna say, and I need to make my debut on there too, man. I'm still waiting.
You're most definitely, man. You already know you were in there, man.
Hey, man, but I'm happy to be associated with you, man. Like I said, we go way back, man. We go way back from 979, which is the area code, which we, were born and raised in, which is Bryan College Station, for those who don't know, in association with Texas A&M. Bryan is the city, associated with College Station. So at the same time, man, it feels good to be in the area where we are now, in the 214 Dallas area, but we still kicking up dust. And we kind of found each other just by social media and whatnot, man. So it's cool to spread that, man. That's why I kind of want to have you on, man, because I really respect your business sense for the music and everything outside of us being cool. But I just kind of want to elaborate a little bit on the, I've kind of bounced off this topic a little bit, man, myself, but just the digital era of music and where it's going, and I feel like as independent artists and independent entrepreneurs, not just musically related, but just independent entrepreneurs, it's kind of in a position to where we can feed off of it, but you have to be about your grind and you have to be multitasking and have your hands in more than one bucket in order to survive on here, man. Out here, I mean, if you care to elaborate on that, man, just kind of shine on it, and we'll shed some light on that for a few.
Oh man, I just feel like anyone that's being active on social media and actually making money from this platform, man, you just turned yourself into a CEO, man. Like, and yes, you are gonna wear many hats. I mean, from obviously the promotion, which is a little easier. Like, you don't have to beat the pavement like we used to have to do back in the days, like burning up CDs and things have changed, man. And it's scary and it's lovely at the same time, man. Like, it's a beautiful thing. So
straight to the source. You can go straight to the audience, straight to the source on with it.
Yeah, get straight to the source, man, and your fan base is already there. You can kind of link up with people that's already doing the same thing you're doing, and build from there, man. It's not like it was when you had to get out on these streets, man. So, but, man, I might be dinosaur for saying this.
Yeah.
I kind of respect. I had a lot more respect for those guys that got out and beat the pavement.
True.
It seems to change. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't be in your comfort zone and do anything. Like, you had to break out of your shell and go meet these people, man. Like, I just have a respect for that, and it's different. And I guess I'm trying to gain a new respect for what the game is today.
I can see that, because I think at the same time, you don't want to hide behind the computer for too long. But you're right. I think you have to dominate both lanes. And I think if you do dominate both lanes, is my opinion, is that it's only going to help. You can't be weak in one. He has to be strong in both if you're really going to stand out. Because I mean, if you look at it right now, like, I think the thing that kind of initiated me to think about it is because you kind of know what your demand is when you're dealing with it online. I think taking a chance, it is more of a experience, kind of doing the meet and greet, hello, hey, my name is this and this and that, because you're taking that risk of somebody telling you how they feel right then and there.
Exactly.
And it shows your tenacity just to walk up on a strange person that you're not a strange person, but a venue, anything, taking that risk is really just taking that opportunity to be face-to-face with the consumer is what I mean. Because it's kind of like online, you press a button here, two or there, you throw some stuff out. So, I mean, right when you're dealing with the person, when you're dealing with the source right there in your face, it's just a different feeling that it gives you. You know what I'm saying? And I can see why you say it's for respect, because it's like a car salesman. You got to know how to pitch yourself. You can't pitch yourself, who can? So that's kind of what I do respect.
Basically, you have to have PR skills, man, when you're out on the streets like that. You become automatically a PR person. And it's like today, you could be a fucking weirdo, man. I'm sorry, can I curse?
This is yessurr-fm, baby. We all live, man, so we good.
You could be a weirdo, bro. You could be a weirdo and just like and put out a hot song and then blow up. So that's the crazy thing. It's like you might build your fan base and lose it in the same instant once they find out your real personality. It's just like, man, I ain't messing with that dude,
Man, so, I think a lot of times you can be like Dr. Claw. You remember Inspector Gadget. Dr. Claw had the hand in the cat, man. You never see this cat's face, man. You never knew what Dr. Claw looked like.
Real.
Eyes, you can kind of blow yourself up to who you want to be. And it's funny because when you see these same people, man, the internet, man, the way people deal with artists, it's the same people telling you your fucking shit suck or your shit whack. You can hide behind and do it. But see, that's the difference about when you're dealing face to face with what the consumer is, that you never know what you're going to get, but it takes a lot because somebody's going to give you a face to face criticism or their rebuttal, because I've had opportunities to where people may be like, hey, man, put it in. Let me listen to it. Boom, right there on the spot. And if they feel it or if they not, or if they lying to you. If you had a show and you pass somebody some music, they just actually see you perform the music that you're selling. So it's a different feel. It's actually a better picture, if you ask me, when you're at a venue and you're performing and you hand the music out. Like we've done a show or two here and there. It's just a different feeling of the audience that they get. And, when you can deliver it for them, and then when you perform it and they see you deliver it, and then you don't really have to sell it because they just see it for themselves. They just witness it.
Yeah. I mean, you do, like, you as a solo artist, like, I've come to some of your shows, and me knowing you, too. This is like my boy that I see all the time. You could do a song. When you perform a certain song and it, like, captures you as a fan, like, when it gravitates to you as a fan and you, like, whoa, like, what the hell did I just see? That was something special. Like, I think the internet is kind of taking away from showmanship a little bit. Like, there's a few cats out here that's doing it, but I'm just like, you so busy on the internet that you forgot you need to work on your showmanship. It's like, go ahead.
I said we can't lose that part of it. You
absolutely can't. It's going to be the thing that sustains you, man. It's going to sustain you. Like, look at all of these old artists out now performing all overseas. If they showmanship wasn't on point, they would be dead fish, man. Flapping around like dead fish, dude. Like, it is literally feeding them right now.
Yeah, you're right. Because I look at some of these award shows, and you look at the growth of sales that a lot of artists that in different genres, when I sit down and watch the Grammys, I sit down and watch the American Music Awards, they cross the genres. You see country, you see R&B, you see rock, pop, hip-hop, everything, bluegrass, jazz, the classical, the list goes on. It's performers that the audience may not be accustomed to hearing or listening to, but you look at how much sales go up after you see these shows because people see the performances. You look at what Kendrick Lamar did on the hip-hop side, Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars. It's a list of artists and performers that go out here and they give these great shows. The Super Bowl halftime show. You see these Beyonce debuting new music at the Super Bowl that she hadn't even put out there yet. All that's built off the showmanship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, she had the internet buzz and just dropping the project that's out of nowhere, but it's nothing like delivering it to that performance, man. It just takes it over the top. So I totally agree with that, man. Yeah.
Real talk, man. There's a young cat out now, and I don't want to be riding either. And I'm just like, this guy, man, he designer. He has a song Panda out. Yeah. And, like, the song was dope, but when I seen him performing it, I was like, I want to see this guy in concert. Like, I'll pay money to go see it. He captivated me that much to where I was like, I want to see him. I want to see him do a whole set. The other day, I seen him on the internet performing his song. He threw up in the middle of his set and got right back on cue and kept performing. And I was like, did everyone just see him throw up, bro? He threw up on stage and stepped all up in it and kept performing, bro. I was like, this dude, that's
a sick-ass performance.
It's literally a sick-ass performance. I hope the brother ain't on that, but I'm just like, man, I thought that was, like, he gets it. He probably naturally, him being so young, too, he naturally gets what performance is all about.
And that's kind of where I was kind of coming back to now is that, of course, rest in peace to the legendary, the great Prince.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
And he's one of the innovators as far as taking it online, taking it away out of the hands of the machine with Warner Brothers back then when he wrote The Slave on the Sheet, over to taking it to say, hey, I'm going to take over this. I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm going to actually be the source for releasing my music, the things that I perform, the things that I create. I'm going to be the one-man source. You got to get it from me. You know, and I went out yesterday looking for a Prince T-shirt and couldn't find one, man. Honestly, I'm like, I can't. I know people gonna bootleg stuff, and there's gonna be some Prince memorabilia all out of here right now. But I'm like, when's the last time I actually saw? I mean, you can go on Walmart and check some Jimi Hendrix and some Tupac and some Biggie T-shirts. I've seen them in Target, but
real
you can't go Prince stuff like that. And I was looking for a Prince T-shirt yesterday. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna go to like an old record store or somebody that got some stuff on hand, some throwback thrift store or something. But I'm like, when the last time you just seen Prince memorabilia that you can buy anywhere? He controls everything, and he was one of the big innovators, man, that I think took it to online, because when people were selling CDs, and he was already online with you either have to go to the show, to the concert. He would give you the album or give you the record, give it to you free, but you attend the concert. That's all part of the packaging. But, man, he was one of the entrepreneurs of that, man. So we lost one of the forefathers of that movement, man.
Dude, one of the things I stole from him, because when I was in L.A., dude, when you came to his concert, I know one concert in particular, to boost his record sales. I don't know if it was to boost his record sales. I don't know what this strategy was, but when you came to his concerts, man, you got a CD at the door.
Wow.
You got a CD right there at the door, and that contributed to his sales of that CD.
Of course.
So I'm just like, dude, I'm like, you going to pay whether you want to or not. Exactly. He worked that into the ticket sales, and it wasn't no threat to nobody. Like, they ain't feel like they was getting duped. It's part of the package. Like, I stole that from him, man. I stole that from him when I was in L.A. and, like, was building my fan base that way as a solo artist.
A lot of people borrow from Prince, man, and that if you're gonna borrow from anybody, you don't get no better than that. I mean, you know what? Hey, can I say this?
Yeah.
Yo, I thought of this, man. Yo, purple is one of your favorite colors, man. I don't know if they got anything to do with him, but purple is like one of your favorite colors, man. I know we rocked out a couple of shows, man. And I see, you came out with the purple. I was gonna ask you about that.
Oh man. It probably was automatic, Prince, man. That's like one of the first. That's one of the first artists that my mom ever turned me on to. That's one of the first images that come in my head as a kid, like when I was like 5, man.
That's big. So Prince, you on it already.
That's what we cleaned the house up to, man. And I'm just like, that kind of music got embedded in me early. And I loved it. I wasn't dissing it and like, our music is better. Like, I didn't know any difference. I just thought this guy just came out and this shit jamming. I'm hearing Do Me for the first time. Like, I'm like, while we cleaned it, like it was a ritual for us, man. Like me and my brothers and sisters, every Sunday we cleaned up to old school music. So I learned, I'm soaking all this in, like, man, like these dudes is fly. Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah, man.
I think I was introduced to Prince through the Purple Rain. I think he did Under the Cherry Moon first.
Yeah, Purple Rain was dope, though. I'm sorry, bro. Purple Rain was iconic, bro.
Because you had Apollonia in Purple Rain, and I think Vanity was in Under the Cherry Moon. But I remember seeing Purple Rain for the first time. It was mind blowing. For one, I've never seen any artist as risky as Prince, because I think I was a little younger during the Rick James era, even though I remember flashes of it. But Prince was pretty much like a more evolved Jimi Hendrix meets Rick James meets Sly Stone meets, Prince was like a collective of every great performer and rocker that you can think in black music. Yeah. And he didn't just do soul. He didn't just do rock. He didn't just do pop. he didn't just do spiritual music, man. This dude was the artist. I mean, that's why that name, you know, when he went by just the artist, that symbol, man, it just defined like, hey, I'm not one genre, I'm not one man, I'm not one, you know, I'm the artist. You know, you never know what you're gonna get when you hear a Prince record, man. And this, I just think the music will never be the same. I hope people still respect the catalog that this man put out and don't disrespect his catalog because he's not here. You know, because that's the reason you love Prince, because it wasn't oversaturated with his music. He kept making new music. He didn't stop. He didn't just roll off what he did in the 80s or roll off what he did in the 90s or the early 2000s. He kept making music, man. And I can imagine how much Prince music is in the vault. You talk about Tupac, you talk about any other great artist, you know, I can imagine the great records that we have never heard that's in the vault. In the Prince vault, that's crazy.
Oh, my God, man. And he was like, so, I know this sounds cliche, but I really understand this. So ahead of his time, bro, that some of the albums he released, I still haven't understood them. I still have some albums of his like that have been released in the past, I would say 10 years. I still don't get it yet. And I know one day I'm going to be riding, jamming it like, oh, dang, like that's what he was on. Like he's always been ahead of the curve, bro.
That's what I think the industry will miss about him. It's just some things can be replicated but never duplicated. And I think he's one of those artists, because we've had chips off the block. You know, as far as I can hear influence of Prince in every genre that you could think of. Like I said, because he wasn't one genre, he was just the artist. You know, you can't classify him. You can't put him in the box. You know, so I mean, he's going to be greatly missed, but I think his influence will live on. And I said something online the other day. I said, I don't know what true artists out here that were not inspired by Prince in some form or fashion. And I mean some form of fashion, you know, all around, because he was more than just an artist. He was a philanthropist. He was a teacher. He was a giver, you know, and he was spiritual, you know, he was a little bit of everything. But Prince just wasn't your norm, man. That's what I love about it. Because as spiritual as he was, he didn't force it on anybody. He went by his own beliefs. He went by his own beliefs, man. But he didn't hit you on top of the head with that. Nobody knew what his religious views always were, or what his political views are. He would tell you through his music. You know, I think he put a lot of his opinions and his points through his music. But like you said, you have to listen to it more than once to get some things. But that's what a real musician gives you, man. You're not going to get it always on the first listen.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a, man, if people, now you know how it is, like when you pass on, people start digging up your catalog again. I think he is going to re-revolutionize music in his death. Yeah. I really do. I think like musicianship will come back, because they're going to start digging up his catalogs and like, oh, this is what we were supposed to be doing. Like, we were screwing up this whole time, like taking shortcuts and sampling. Nothing wrong with sampling, but you can't do that. You can't sustain your whole career with sampling, bro. Like, you can't do that, man. Not as a... And I put that responsibility on the shoulder of the producers. Yeah. The producers that say they out here making all these hits, man, you better pick up an instrument. Like, because it just adds another dimension to what you're doing. Like, do not call yourself a producer without doing that. Like, at least pick around the piano and know notes.
You know what? Don't call yourself a musician.
Exactly. Don't do that, man. Huh? Don't do that. It's an insult to Prince. Yeah. It's an insult to Michael Jackson. Like, Michael, I don't know if he could play any instruments, but if you know how to harmonize, and put two notes together and they come into harmony. Like, that's musicianship. I get that.
You know what? I didn't understand that in the beginning, man. But I think because you know, in the era that we live in right now, everything is just a push of a button now. You know, you got things that people can push a button or plug in a certain sound. And no knock to it, because there's a lot of good things that came out of the new digital era. Don't get me wrong.
The drum sampling is beautiful right now. Like, it's never sounded better. The drum, how people are producing their drums, there's never been a time in history where it sounded more crisp than right now. It's beautiful, but we're gonna have to take it up another notch. Somebody's gonna have to do it, man. Like, you can't just stop at the drums.
Is that
like, we can't all just become drum programmers and that's it.
But 808 and it's like everything is prevalent. Like you said, what you said is that there's so many other instrumentations that we're not really strategizing right now on how to make sound good. Yeah, I agree with that, because I look at that as I say a lot of people are hiding behind the drums. They're hiding behind it, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's so thick and it's so full, but everything, that's almost a foundation, but it's not the completion of a song or a record. You know, that's the foundation. You know, you normally start off with the boom, 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 boom. But like, okay, what else is great about this? What else makes it great? And this is another thing that I noticed too, is that in music, is that with technology the way it is, it kind of made the average artist a little lazier. And when you think about it, when I look at all these great performances, and I like a lot of old school footage. I like a lot of sending actual footage of how they put the records together. And I'm looking at a lot of these old school footages, man, and I'm seeing that you had the band in the studio with the artists while they were performing and recording the record. It was almost like a performance while they were laying the record. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is crazy.
Like, we don't know how much we're missing out on, like the connection to different people and just how you can expand as an artist being in a room full of musicians. Like, the things you can learn from one another, and it's like we missing that, man. Like, it'd be me, you, and Arthur in the studio. That was the last session. And we were just there to film you.
It's funny you said that, because he broke something down to me. He said, you were producing that record. I was like, what do you mean? He said, co-producer, what do you mean? And he told me this, though. He said, you being a rapper, I've seen so many rappers go in and drop the verse and just come back and sit down. He said, now you went in there, like, hey, man, put this here, this, that. Okay, turn this over. He said, bro, I didn't know you did that. He said, I'm thinking that your engineers, he said, he's doing it. He said, but I didn't know that you were instructed, put my voice like this. Okay, put this effect here. Okay, take this out and add this. He said, he said, I don't see most rappers do that. He said, they just record the verse, they come out and they sit down and let the engineer do everything.
Exactly. And you know me as a producer, bro, like, stand engineer, sitting behind that board, like, ready to shoot myself. Because I'm like, man, I'm not feeling this. Like, this is not an artist. Yes. And I know this, no disrespect to anybody I recorded, but I'm just like, a lot of these guys do not inspire me, man. I'm like, you can have an engineer hopping up and down the whole time you recording, bro, if you that dope. And that's when you really know you dope. Because the engineer hears it all. He hears it all, man. He has to sit there and record everybody, whether they dope or not. Like, that's how you make your living.
It's funny you say that, because this is what he noticed too. He said, Arthur, he said, man, it's like JP knew stuff before you said it. I said, that's called chemistry, and that's kind of what me and you, I said, after a person hears you record and they see you at your best at the same time, you would tell me, you were like, man, you not feeling it. you already know, and then it's like you'll shop something before I tell you I didn't like it. You like, I'm like, yo, man, shop that. You like, it's already gone. Like, I wouldn't feeling it. I wouldn't get nothing from that.
Yeah, but you catch it professional. You give it no matter what. Like, it's because a lot of stuff you have to. a lot of stuff you're just doing for homies and like you just trying to kind of get them on too. Man, and knowing that the record might not be up to date or whatever, it's like you just, like you still give your all regardless, because it's like I can see that you're passionate about how you're represented to this world, man. Go ahead.
We're trying to get to that good life, man. We're trying to get to the good life. That's what we talk about, just having a better life, and if you got to put your all into it, man, and before you can be great, you got to be good first, man. So saying that, man, we're gonna leave them with something to think on, and we're gonna get back to this. We're gonna take a quick break. You are listening to the Royal Flush. I am your host, James IV, with my co-Gus and my partner in crime, K-Green, and we're gonna hit y'all with this song that we wrote called "The Good Life," because that's what we about. We trying to get them chicks, baby.
Yeah. Okay. For the green, nigga. I told my niggas just hold on and we gon' make it to the good life. He looked back and said, "You're damn right." Cause we been hustling so long. Man, the click is so strong. They ain't listening now, but they gon' smell like cologne when we on. When we on. When we on. Yeah, when we on. I'm from the land of the lean. Dirty Sprite in my styrofoam. Starch in my jeans and UGK in my headphones.
Like spandex, we super tight. Let me tell them something good. Got splinters in my pinky finger. Diamonds against that wood. But boy, I wish the sucker would. Think I ain't from the hood. Don't let them ad-libs fool ya. Bustin' knuckles, medulla oblongata if I gotta. But I'm all about my dollar. See, I never went to college. Still hustle like a scholar. A's and B's won't cut it. Now I'm stacking up my G's. She stripping to pay tuition. I'm trying to give her that D. Just need me a couple O's and I'm good. F for 401k. When I'm great, I can retire today. Get back, mouthful of gold dentures. With a cane like a pimp chillin' on the park benches. Spitting at young misses. But I still ain't tricking long as I'm living. I still have bands. When the currency change over the chips in your hand. I got plans, I'm just saying.
I told my niggas just hold on and we gon' make it to the good life. He looked back and said, "You're damn right." Cause we been hustling so long. Man, the click is so strong. They ain't listening now, but they gon' smell like cologne when we on. When we on. When we on. Yeah, when we on.
I'm from the land of the armadillo, Swisher and cigarillos, Blue Bonnet Kush, troops and Vogues I'm sitting on.
Beat hitting hard, so hard it rattled your brain and bones. Ain't feeling for the green, then you're smoking them white stones. Blow like a cyclone. Bitches, my mic on. Glove in my mask, boy, that's how I get my mic on. Yeah, you can get it, that go for you and your kids too. You dropping records, but your own label ain't feeling you. Talking about what you gonna do when it's clear to see you ain't making moves. While we back to back with these records dropping, all you talking about is you coming soon. Boy, shut your mouth when the drillers is talking and witness greatness in the making. I eat these rappers up like turkey bacon. Boy, you ain't ballin', you just pump faking. Hating and spectating from the sideline. They ain't give it, so I took mine. Carefully crafted the lines I knew was gonna blow in your face like a landmine. I looked Jay in his eye and told him I'm sick and tired of this hood lie. Let's hit the stage and grab these mics. I told my niggas just hold on and we gon' make it to the good life. He looked back and said, "You're damn right." Cause we been hustling so long. Man, the click is so strong. They ain't listening now, but they gon' smell like cologne when we on. When we on. When we on. Yeah, when we on.
Yo, we back. It's James Ford, host of the Royal Flush, where we pump nothing but the realest shit. And I'm chilling with my man, my partner in crime, my partner in rhyme, K to the Green.
What's up? What's up?
Yo, we back, man. I just want to finish off what we saying. Y'all, hopefully y'all like that joint that we put in called The Good Life. And, man, you can elaborate on that because you produced it and put it together, man. I just added that flame to it with you, man, with that record, man.
Man, actually, you were there when I was throwing the bass line down for that record.
So you ain't telling me you be doing shit on the slide, man.
You know, I put the headphones on, and then all of a sudden I pull it out, and you was like, I remember your response to it, and I was like, okay, we running with this one.
Like, what
if he's feeling it like I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
We were
That's one of my
about,
favorite records we've done so far. We still got to put the visual to that boy. I love that record.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man.
You remember you were talking about colors, and we found a bass line that was going and all that, but
we did put the colors
and we came up with Good Life.
Oh, man, bro, I forgot about it. You know, man, we did so many records, man. That's what's crazy. I was listening to the joint we did Already Over, man, and the one you did, I Can't Be Your Lover.
Yeah.
I was pulling it up today, and I'm like, it's just crazy. But, yeah, I forgot we did do the colors thing, and then we turned it over to the, okay, wow. Because we spawned Ain't No Love. Oh, man. Yeah. That's crazy because you put okay, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yo, I hope y'all was feeling right there. Man, what's your time out while the children are talking with the greatest in the making? I just rappers, I'm gonna take it making. Niggas ain't balling, niggas pump faking.
Yeah, you know I love that, man.
I was down with you. I said this nigga tried to eat me on this one.
No, man, you taught me to eat everybody to get on a record with me, man. So that was one of the ones where I was like, you know, we partners in crime, but I was like, okay, he got this one. Oh man, because you get most of them.
It's all out of camaraderie, man. But that was one of them.
Like, I can't do it, bro. I can't get ate up by this dude no more, man.
That was one of the ones where I was like, I'm gonna come first on this one. And then when I was in the car, I hadn't listened to the verse, and you sent it to me, and I was like, oh, this nigga tried to bother me on this one. Because I mean, it's those moments that we have where I'm like, yo, I like his verse better than mine.
Hey man, that's how it's supposed to be, bro.
No, I love overall the record. I think we both brought something totally different to it, but I loved it because that was one of my favorite ones because how we pieced it together. You know, I think we popped in. You came in, boom. I added to it, boom. And man, I just think, man, we made a lot of beautiful music, man. Well, we just been testing all greatness, man, and we ain't even got to great yet. We just at damn good right now.
Yep, just on the cusp, man. Like it's just. Imagine life not being in the way, but we ain't gonna even go there.
Man, great artists push great artists, man. Great minds push great minds, bro. And I'm just glad to be affiliated with you because we've been knowing each other for so long, man. And like I said, we don't have a lot of kicking time. We just kicking because we strategize as men and come up with ideas, not just music related. You know how we do, K. We talk about art, man. We talk about entrepreneurship. We talk about clothing. We talk about our love for sneakers, man. And we talk about a lot of business outside of just us being artists, man. You know, and I think that when you're dealing with entrepreneurship and people that want things out of life, you got to understand that you're not going to burn hot in every section forever, you know. And I think when you look at endorsement deals with artists, endorsement deal with athletes and artists now because they have endorsements and different things going on as well. Like I see Nas with the Hennessy commercials, man. I was listening to a Hennessy commercial and it was narrated by Nas. I'm like, yo, I know Nas did the Hennessy, but I'm like, he's doing a regular Hennessy narration commercial where he was not even in the video. Yeah. I'm like, wow. Like I heard Nas talking on the Hennessy commercial. I know they had a Nas Hennessy commercial, but it was just a regular Hennessy commercial. And I was listening to that thing and I'm like, okay. I get it,
bro.
Because
and it was only a matter they had to get a brother to represent for Hennessy, man. Like I know it's not a black. You would think it's a black-owned company, bro.
We've been giving too much free promo to them, huh?
Oh my God, bro! It's too many people getting rich off us, though. Too many people getting rich off of us. I'm like, Hennessy should be black owned, bro, as much as we drink Hennessy. Hennessy ain't going, goddamn, they ain't never going nowhere as long as brothers is alive.
That's why I say, man, these brands, that cater to the hip hop generation and to the urban, the black culture. It's crazy because we billboard so many labels, man, just for free. So why not get paid off of them? And I think that's kind of what me and you, man, as partners and just entrepreneurs and just thinkers, we always talk about that, man. You know, we talk about different things outside of just music, man, that's going to set us apart and it's going to help our families in the long run when we're not burning in this section, because you're only going to burn so long. You know, you're only going to be Kobe Bryant so long to when you got that last game, you're going to go hard because you know it's your last game. But I'm like, man, you know, you're not going to be the top tier forever in anything you do. You know, exactly. Everybody can't be Steve Jobs, man.
Hey, man, and that's why. I mean, I do the cartoon. I'm doing all this behind the scenes stuff. You've been acting like that movie, The Briefcase. What was the other movie you starred in that I was at the premiere of?
Yeah, Drop Me Off.
Yeah, but excellent work. Best actor in that movie, and I hate to talk about anybody else, but like, bro, the passion about you comes across. Like, it's like you take this seriously, bro. And like everything you do, if you step in it, you take it seriously. Like you really trying to be a part of that and become that. And I'm just like, go ahead.
I think it's just like you said, what us is being conditioned is not having a lot coming up, man. It makes you go hard because we constantly fight for position with things in life. It's just being black period and just being men and just being underprivileged coming up, man. You have to fight for everything. You got to fight when you go to school because people snapping on your clothes. Like, you know, we came from, and you start from day one, man, getting out in the world, man. People constantly coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to degrade you, coming at you to see how much you can take. So you constantly you grow up being you grow up being in competition. No, you good? You speak on it.
No, speaking of that, like the you know me back in the days, I was like so skeptical of just talking to anybody, and I'm still like that to this day. I'm not a trust. I don't give trust out too easily. And, like, you paid me a compliment when we were in grade school, bro. You were like, hey, man, I see you rocking all this silver. Like, what's up with that? And I just kind of looked at you and said, I don't want to be like the rest of these niggas. And I kept it moving. Like, but I should have looked at you in that moment because I was like, you not trying to be like the rest of these dudes either. I could see it in the way you dress. You ain't hanging around nobody. Like, you barely had any friends. We were, like, cut from the same cloth, bro.
We just crossed paths. We crossed paths at an earlier time, but you're right. You know, we weren't gang affiliated, crew affiliated.
No. And I'm still getting it to this day. I mean, I went back home, and still to this day, bro, got treated like a straight cornball.
Wow.
To this day, I'm like, as much as I've done, as much as I've accomplished, I guess I'm just a cornball then, bro. I'm going to go ahead and wear that crown, bro. Like, put that on my cap. Cornball then. I'm that dude then.
Hey, pretty much let me dress this shit then, because Aubrey Graham wasn't the shit through school from what we hear either.
That the real talk, bro.
You know, but you look at it right now, and it's the corniest, coolest motherfucker ass out here. You know what I'm saying? It's the Meek Mill niggas that's getting laughed at.
Yeah.
I mean, and much respect to Meek. I'm not hating on Meek because I love Meek's music still. I honestly do.
Me too, bro.
But what I say is that just because you're the hardest dude on the block don't always mean you can't lose to somebody. And that's the thing about it, man. To be a great winner, you got to learn how to be a great loser because you're gonna lose before you win first.
Yep. But you know, my thing with foresight, just having some kind of foresight let me know that thugging wasn't the way to go. I knew it was going to play out in music. I knew it was going to play out in the fashion. Like, the jeans is tight as hell now, bro. Like, thugs wouldn't wear that shit. The music. Ain't nobody really trying to thug in their music. They moving away from it, bro. because they know it's short-lived, bro. It's almost over. It's almost out of here, bro. Almost completely out of here, and it was time for it, man. Like, you can't be... it's too costly to be thugging right now, bro.
You talking about that energy? It's too much going in the world.
It's too costly, bro. We got other things to worry about. Like, thugging ain't getting you paid. It ain't working, bro. Like, it's time to move away from that.
It's not getting the women. It's not getting the attention you want. I mean, I totally agree, because when you look at how things are going now, it's like if you're not street and if you're not thugging, the word is weirdo. I noticed that.
Yeah. You can be a weirdo all you want, but you the weirdo with all the chicks, the weirdo with all the money. Like, weirdo all you want. It's only about 5 gangster rappers getting it out here.
How many weirdos get smoked?
5 of them, bro.
In the industry, as far as rappers that end up getting capped or end up getting killed or whatever, how many weirdos have been killed in rap beefs? Just tell me if I'm not mistaken. How many R&B dudes and how many weirdos have been killed in hip hop rap beef? None.
Wow.
When the last time Lupe Fiasco been shot at?
Wow.
When's the last time that you heard Miguel got, besides kicking the fan in the head? Last time somebody checked Miguel at the airport for some shit he said about Tyrese.
Real talk. And the only person that got kind of sized up that I saw in R&B was August Alsina, but look at the energy he was taking with him while he was on his way to success.
Wow.
It was like he was trying to be the thug of R&B.
He was
like, I got love for August. I'm just like, he was so on the streets. Like, so trying to be loyal to the streets. That ain't gonna be loyal to you, man. You might as well get the hell up out of here. Like, all of these niggas are snitches. I'm sorry. All of them are snitching these days. Like, you might as well get up out of there, bro. Your best friend is going to snitch on you. He's going to be on first 48, bro. It's guaranteed. Different code, different time, different era, bro. This is not the old school no more, bro.
I already said, man, if you got a love or going in and out of the penitentiary system, then it's something that you got waiting in there on you, man. Because any real man that's out here that's trying to have something, man, you're not going to find life behind bars, man. I'm sorry. It ain't enough.
No, bro.
It ain't enough women in there. There ain't no women in there. I mean, no. You take money. I mean, you can't build a future behind bars. So my whole thing is that I'm like, man, if you're gonna be an artist and a musician, man, be that. I mean, I don't know how many gangsters got the time to sit back and go to the studio and record records, even though a lot of people claim to be. At the same time, I don't know how many people that are locked up right now that'll tell you that if they got out, they'll be thugging it. They'll probably tell you, hey, man, if I ever got a chance to get back in the world, this ain't shit you want to do right here. I mean, I made a mistake, so I think time, man, right now where music is going, I think is a great place. I think that as being older artists and veteran artists in the game, I think everybody needs to learn to make way for the new and the innovative. I kind of think that's what Kobe did. Kobe kind of paved the way on that note. He's like, I can stick around and just collect the check. But you know what? This ain't my time no more, man. I did what I can do. I can't top what I've been, so it's time to go. Yeah. I think as much as we hate to admit it, it's a happy home going for Prince. Of course, we don't want to see him leave ahead of time because he was 57 years young. But at the same time, I'm like, I think Prince is never going to top what he did. I mean, and I think at any given time, we lose. They say the good die young. So I still I believe in that cliche, but I still believe that Prince left his mark. I'm just thankful that we got a chance to experience it and witness him while he was here. So
yes, sir.
At the same time, I think it's a matter of what you do while you're here. Will you leave a mark while you leave? So right now, I'm still trying to leave my mark, man. Whether it's musically, whether it's entrepreneur-wise, whether it's my family. what I do for my family and my kids that's coming under me, man. I think it's the mark that you leave while you're here, and we all got to go out that same door. So right now, we just trying to stamp our way. We're trying to stamp our existence while we're here, man. And I think whether you do it through humanitarian work, whether you do it through entrepreneurship, whether you do it through music or whatever, man, I think we all are here for a purpose. No matter what you believe in, no matter what you believe in and what your spirituality is, man, I think good people at the end are going to have good. The outcome is going to be great for you as long as you're a good person, man. And
yeah,
I just believe in keeping it all 100, man. I don't feel like I've gotten my just due. That's kind of what the podcast is about, man. Honestly, the Royal Flush is just another extension of what I can bring, and it's kind of just delivering the ideas and the things that, we had these conversations, man, at the crib, at your crib, on the couch, man, just talking. So,
absolutely.
I mean, I'm just honored to be able to share the conversation that we normally kick it with every day with the world, and there's more to come. And this, before we get out here, man, this, if you want to just kind of elaborate on some other things you got going on coming out here, whether it's inclusive with me or by yourself, man, as K-Green.
Oh, man. We are currently working on a short little pilot show to just kind of get things kicked off.
And by the way,
it's called By the Way, I'm a Rapper. So everyone get ready for that. We're going to start working on that and wrapping that up really, really soon and get that out. It's I still got my cartoon going. Agent 979 cartoon. Y'all just go look that up on YouTube. There should be some new stuff coming up really, really soon.
It's dope. You come a long way with that.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And the graphic novel is gonna precede that. So it's all just gonna coincide, man. Y'all just keep your eyes posted. I'm not really worried about it, man. I'm very confident that it's gonna take off. So
man, I got dope ass idea. Interrupt you. I got a dope ass idea for that. We'll talk off air, man, for my character, man, on the 8979, man.
Yes, sir.
I got a dope ass character, man. Y'all check it out, man. I'm gonna chop it up, man, for trademark purposes and copyright infringement. Man, I don't want to say it on the air, man, but we're gonna discuss it out there. I got a dope ass character for my debut when I come in. I gotta come in hard, man. And you know what? When I seen that Agent 979, man, honestly, man, this is me. When I saw Deadpool, it reminded me of your character, man. I don't know what influenced that. When I saw Deadpool, man, I got really, I had nostalgia. I thought about your character. I said, man, I wonder if he was a Deadpool. I'm not saying you took anything from it, but it kind of reminded me of Deadpool.
No, like, I don't think.
Make the wardrobe a little bit.
I didn't try. I mean, it probably naturally happened, but like my cartoon it was strictly the fact that we didn't have any black heroes. Like, it's not too many out there. Like you go to cosplay and you don't see us out there much. And it was like, man, somebody had to do something about this, man. We got to get represented in all aspects. We got to get our history told correctly. So I'm trying to integrate that into the show. Like, tell people where the hell we from, man. Like, we were not just born on this earth to be slaves and then come out and work for someone else. And that's what the whole story is about, man. That's what it's ultimately about, and that's what motivates me is, like, this story has to be told. And even if I'm doing a fictional show, but there's going to be some jewels in there, man. So y'all just stay tuned for that.
I agree. I can't wait to hear it, man, in the soundtrack and whatnot. What you doing, man? I love it, man.
Sir. Thank you for saying that.
Hold on, and we gonna make it to the good side. Man,
he looks back and says, "You damn right."
We've been hustling so long. Man, bro, I'm telling you, man, I still feel like we haven't delivered the best what we got to offer to the world, man, but it's coming, man. And like I said, once again, man, I thank you for stopping by the Royal Flush, man. And, I got this segment And I don't know if my program director slash management, K Rose, is listening, man. But the shit list, and we normally put rappers on the shit list, man. You know, like the joint I dropped, man, a couple years ago. We actually put rappers on the shit list, man. And I don't know how we're gonna chop it up and put the music in there, man. But I want to take some time, man, to drop a couple people in the shit list, man. Starting out, man, before we get out here, man. Brian Baby Williams of Cash Money Records.
Oh.
Yo, I got to put Baby on the shit list.
Yeah, he done shitted on his people too much, man. He got to go on the coon list, man. Listen, I'm sorry, man, bro. He got to go out there. He did it to himself.
Listen. For one, I got to put Baby on my shit list, man, just for the fact that, man, if you're going to come on a talk radio show and you want to air out the people and the host on the show, and we're talking about, quote-unquote, the Breakfast Club, Power 105.1 in New York City, if you're going to air out the entirety staff of the show, take that time, sit down, and talk that shit. Talk that shit. Don't do it 2 minutes before the show comes on because you want to intimidate people from asking these questions before the show comes on. So the strategy was a fail because if you know Charlamagne the God and you know DJ Envy, Angela Yee, they're still going to dig up in that ass when you get on the interview. Yep. It's not going to change nothing. And you got your chance to actually argue on air with somebody back to back. Like you said, you came to talk, but when they want to put the cameras on you and then it starts rolling, you said you ain't got nothing to say. You came on the fucking talk. So talk, nigga. So we got to flush Baby Brian Williams down the shit list. You know what I'm saying? We got the toilet bowl flushing down. Hold on. Oh,
you got to give him that Coon Award. He got to get a Coon Award, man. Like, and to do your people the way you've been doing them, man. Like, you get the Coon Award, bro. You going to get that. Take that L, bro.
It's a guilt trip, man.
You the one on your people is a lot. So take that L.
I respect the man for still being a mogul in this time, day, and era. But like you said, man, treat your people right, man. We work too hard to be slave by our own kind, man. You worse than that jigaboo that's on life, man, that's got the other slaves in check. Talking about boss. Say, boss. You worse than that dude, man.
What you doing on that nab, boy?
yeah. You worse than Susan on Django, man.
Bro, let him get out of here, man. I appreciate you having me on the show, man.
It's all good, man. And we're going to end it off, man. I want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in to the Royal Flush. We pump nothing but the realest shit. And at the same time, man, y'all check out. Y'all go and download that app, So Metro Magazine. Yes, Sir FM is the station where we tune in live every Sunday. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me correct that. Every Friday, man, we popping this thing down from 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all check out the Royal Flush. We are doing a special edition today with my homie and my partner in rhyme, K-Green. We're going to go out, man, with the For the Green record titled Roll Less Travel, man. So we're going to hit them off with that, K-Green. You know, James 4 K-Green equals For the Green. So letting y'all know. Y'all go check that out on YouTube. Y'all go check it out on SoundCloud. That's iv-green, Green. We rolling out with Roll Less Travel. Let's do this damn thing. You listening to the Royal Flush on Yes Sir FM.
Yeah. Greenbacks. Let go. Okay. I wish somebody would have told me that everything I worked for was just a pipe dream. She looking good on the big screen. Told me she showed me to the dream if I just did my thing. You know, rap scene, I'm all cards in. You think you found some wet until you fall in. Too many half rappers winning. For them to see they looking at the black John Lennon. This love affair we shared for so long is becoming toxic. I wonder what went wrong. You only showed me the glitz and all the glam. You never told me I danced the devil's dance. I could have a refund on my soul.
to the game, waiting on her to have my baby. No prenup, see that's the 360 deal. Claim she ride or die, but I roll out my wheel. Over my dead body, blue on drive a Bugatti. Niggas gassing me up, probably wanna ride shot it. Straight to the top lanes, hell out of my lanes. Stay gripping that grain, nigga, hard cocaine. Didn't know Kane, still a menace to society. Couple old dogs in the bank, kill them quietly. Traveling so long, want the soul off my chase. Can't get a refund if it's been more than 30 days, man.
I walk the road, only if you travel. Love's got my soul, hey, and I want my refund. I walk the road, hey, only if you travel. Love's got my soul, and I want it all. I want it all. I walk the road, only if you travel. Love's got my soul, and I want my refund. I walk the road, only if you travel. Love's got my soul, and I want it all. I want it all, babe. I want it all, babe. I want it all. I want it all, babe. And I want my refund.
Hey, what's up? You just listened to a podcast of my show, The Royal Flush. Check it out live Friday nights, 10 o'clock Central Time. And check out the replay Saturday night, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time on the Get Global Network. Yes, sir.